Okay guys, bit of a regrettable video this one. I am actually really fucking saddened and angry to have to be saying it, but unfortunately I won't be going on the trip in March. Life in the past week and a half has conspired to royally fuck me over, and yeah, not happy about it. Some might say I'm being a bit selfish by being angry at one of the people involved, but you know what, fuck it. It's something I've had planned since middle of last year, and now it's all gone to fucking shit for me. There's not a thing I can do about it. There's no way it could work out any other way. So I'm really just not fucking happy with things. Anyway, I'll get into detail on it. Firstly, I've covered this in another video, so I'll just go over it briefly. A couple of days before my son's birthday, was on my way to see some relatives in North Wales, and my car died. The Golf is no more. There will be a video about this, so I'll leave it at that. Topic number 2. Now this is why some might see me as being a bit selfish, but at the same time I have my reasonings, and I'm feeling pretty well fucked over about it all. But I'll let you decide in a second. Okay guys, you're going to have to be patient with me. I have been too frustrated to possibly try and rehearse this the way I'm going to say all this, because I've literally only just found out tonight what's actually going on. So I'll go into a bit of detail about my work and everything else, and I'm really sorry if it comes across how it's going to come across, and I may repeat myself a couple of times. There may be factual here twice. I'm sorry about that, but I'm going to explain it as best I can. There you go, give you a bit of a wipe for a change. Okay, so first off I'll describe my position and my role and my job. Basically, I am an in-house security officer for a food production factory. It's not glamorous fucking work. I basically sit in a gatehouse, weigh vehicles in and out, and watch the staff come and go. It's not exceptionally trying work, but the wage was decent and better than I was on in the factory, so I took it. Anyway, there are 5 guards. 4 of them are regulars who do 4 on 4 off, 2 days 2 nights, 48 hours a week. Very simple. There's also our supervisor. So he covers holidays and absences for illness. Now, as you can imagine, should the time arise where someone is ill or does not come into work, then he has to cover it, regardless of who's meant to be on holiday. Basically, it's written into the contract that if someone is off while you've got holidays booked, your holidays are cancelled. Deal with it. So, let's get on to the main narrative of this little fucking story. I'm still fucking really agitated by it, and I've only just found out. It's not good. Basically, last week, one of my colleagues decided to phone in and say that he wasn't going to be coming to work the next day because he had a problem. He was not very well. He had a back problem, which is fair enough. You know, he suffered from back problems for a while now, so he couldn't come in last week. Now, meh, read into that what you will. So of course the supervisor and one of the other guards worked out how they'd share the shift, so it all worked out better for everybody else. Sharabong, nothing happened to me. I was quite happy with it. This week his time off, his absence, continued. So I was requested by my manager if I could help stem the problem by covering a night shift, and I'd have it repaid to me at a later date. This giving my colleague the time to recover and come back to work next week, thusly requiring no more time off and thusly not affecting my holiday. So I said, yes, of course, I will do an additional 12-hour night shift because I'm that kind of fucking guy. I don't mind doing 12-hour night shift when I should be off. reducing my 3.5 days to 2.5 days off before I have to come in and do another 48-hour week. Of course, I don't mind that at all. Fast forward to yesterday. So yesterday, the night before I had agreed to do that shift, provided I was required, because he was supposed to be coming back, he takes all day to get in touch to let me know that he's not going to be in work because he was off getting a sick note after he'd said he'd be coming back. Now this sick note covers him until the trip, meaning that I can no longer go, because there is no way my supervisor can cover his absence and my trip. What? So basically, there you have it, folks. I hope you've been able to follow and understand what I've been going on about. Basically, because he's gone behind everyone's backs and gone to the doctor and got a sick note, even though he told us he was going to be coming back this week, he is now off for another couple of weeks, which fucks everyone over. My supervisor, one of my other colleagues, we've all been dropped in the shit basically. I've had this booked since I did the rota for the manager in October, and now I'm going to lose it, and it's really fucked me off this last week and a half, 2 weeks, because with the car and now this, I can't go on the trip now. You know, it's something I've been looking forward to for about a year now, and it's all gone to shit. He's booked himself off and now I can't go. It winds me up the fucking wall. And what's worse, I'm not 100% because I haven't spoken to him properly in a few days of work and whatnot, but it's my understanding that Lewis may not be able to go also, on account of the fact that he may have some trouble getting a test before the actual date we leave, or we're due to leave, should I say, because I can't fucking go now, bastards. I'm sorry, I'm really bitter at the moment because, you know, I've gone in on my day off to do unpaid overtime to try and cover this thing so it'd work out with my benefit, and it's just gone fucking Pete Tong on me because he's gone behind everyone's back after saying he was probably going to come back this week. He's gone to the doctors, got a sick note, and there's no reason for it other than the fact that we think there's something going on with him that he won't tell us about. Either way, I'm still fucked. I mean, you get a sick note for a certain amount of time, there's only one way to reverse that, and that's to go back to the same doctor and ask him to undo it. But who in their right mind is going to do that with, what, 3 weeks off? Fuck's sake. I'll be honest, I feel like I've let people down. I know for one thing I will use one of my days off coming up to make a point and go see Sharky, because I feel like I'm royally letting people fucking down with this one. Oh, fucking damn it. I'll try and cover it later on in another video maybe.